am scared because I think UAB's offense is pretty decent,
Yeah.
and this could end up being a 38-35 type of game.
You know, and I said it against Tulane. If you stop the run, you stop them. And we did not. Like, a dude had 130 yards rushing.
45 yards, I think.
Yeah, so whatever it was. I don't remember the number. But he killed us in the first half. He killed us in the second half.
130.
Yeah, I mean,
on 26 carries, 5-yard average with 1 tutty.
Yeah, and Jermaine Brown, the main running back at UAB, is just as good. Like he's a bell cow guy. Like I think that you said 5 yards a carry. I imagine Brown's right there with him.
He's 4.7. They use 2. They got Isaiah Jacobs back there too that they like to hand the ball off to. They're both. Jacobs is at 4.5 a carry, and Brown Jr.'s at 4.7 a carry.
Yeah, I mean
8 tutties by Brown, and Jacobs got 3. And then Zeno, the quarterback, he's got 4 on the ground. He's capable.
Yeah, I think he's actually much better.
He's got a long of 44 yards rushing. Yeah. Don't like that.
Look, that's the history of Memphis football. I feel like anytime a mobile quarterback comes in, stuff just gets dicey.
Why? We've had so many different defensive coordinators. We can't figure out quarterbacks that can run.
It's a great question. I don't love it. Again, I don't want to sit here and say the same thing over and over. Just stop the run, you stop them. You know, I hate saying that, but like,
it's the truth.
It seems like it is. You know.
I mean, they do. They'll throw the ball around.
Yeah, and he's accurate too. I think he's good. Like a lot of it is very much so Brady White-esque, right? Like he's not out there going to win you a game for the most part, but he is going to complete passes. He's going to keep drives going, and he uses his mobility to extend plays, extend drives. Those 3rd and 15s, watch for Zeno.
Yeah, I mean Brown out of the backfield too. They like to throw to him. Dejon Palmer, Amar Thomas, they're 2 top leading wide receivers that they like to target a lot, both with over 300 yards. Palmer with almost 400, 5 touchdowns between the 2 of them, and they both have 50-plus yard long receptions.
Yeah.
Palmer's averaging 15.5 yards a catch.
Interesting.
You know we like giving up big plays.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't think the secondary's played that poorly. I think if you're talking about it, like, I mean, even last week, I don't think they played that poorly. Like, yes, there was the 3 dropped interceptions, and that's like, as we've said, it would have been game-changing, right, if you pick those off. But I think you're still only giving up, like, just a little over 200 yards passing a game. I don't remember the exact number. I looked at it earlier today, like 220. That's not terrible, right? And I know you've played Navy, so perhaps people could see that as a skewed stat. But, you know, they're throwing the ball a lot now. I mean, I think he had 100 yards passing against us, which is more than normal. But I don't think the secondary is really that bad. I really don't. They rotated 16 dudes at corner already, it feels like. I don't understand that. Like, DJ Bell had this great hot start to the season, and then he goes MIA for a little bit.
Yeah, like 2 straight games.
Yeah, and it's not that he plays, but like he just doesn't play the rest of the game. And we're not hearing anything about an injury. You don't hear anything about that. And then Julian comes in. And then Feaster played a lot this last game.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because people were picking on Diego, or maybe he's banged up. Like, you're 6 games in, everyone's banged up. So I can't continually use the injury thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but maybe that is why they're rotating a lot of guys at corner.
All right. So we talked about 11 a.m. ESPN2, little national television. I think the line is currently at Tiggs minus like 5.5.
Yeah.
Over under set at 63. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I just think Memphis has enough to win.
I think they should have enough, but I would be lying to you if I said I felt confident in us and getting a win.
Well, sure, because I don't feel confident in the ability to stop the run. Like, we just watched a freshman put up 130 against us, and I'm telling you, this is going to be the exact same thing. They're just going to run the ball down our throat, continue to move the ball, and if I could take a keg stand here, this seems like a wonderful opportunity to take a keg stand. Because we sit here and hear about what a great defensive line we've had this year, how deep they are, how talented they are. Where the hell are they? Like, what is going on here? You have, I don't know the number, like 9 sacks from the whole team, I think. Right? Isn't it Andres Nard Puncher Fox has got 1.5. Trench Baby's got 1.5. Anderson, Spears, Joyner, Carmonte.
We have 12 total.
And Ellison all have 1. You know, if you take out the linebackers, so there's 1 from Sincere, 1 from Chandler, 1 from Rubin, 1 from Coffee.
Yeah.
But if you're talking just the D line, I mean, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the D line. If I read those names back, you know who you're not hearing? Your star defender, your captain, Jalen Allen.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Jalen Allen? Like, he's not really a main sack guy, right? He's not Bryce Huff off the edge. But this is a guy who put up 5 sacks last year. I mean, he was sacking people a sophomore year. Well, where are the sacks now? Like, I don't understand how he has disappeared. And I understand, like, different roles, right? Like, you can't expect to make a sack every game. Whatever. I get it. I think that's a reasonable ask. But
one a game's not too much.
I'm with you, but, like, where's he at, dude? He's got a goose egg on the season. The D-line has to be better. Like, we can't sit here and tell us that, you know, we're pulling in these A&M transfers. We're pulling in these super talented guys, big-bodied humans, and then you have a freshman run over you.
Yeah.
I don't know. The line's got to be better. I think the linebackers have been fine. I think the secondary has been fine relatively. Outside of Luther Burden, what are you going to do there? What are you going to do? And yes, that one other guy who had 1 catch for like 70 yards. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Let's just get out to a fast start for once. I don't know who it was. Somebody in the Discord was making a joke about how this year's was all about finish, but then we just forgot to start.
That's pretty good.
Let's start fast, which is weird because the last couple of years we've gotten up to like 2-3 score leads. You feel like you've been starting fast, and then you just would lose it at the end of the game.
For him. 37. What a weird number.
37-21.
Why don't you just say 39? Give me a weirder number.